Well, good morning, Jamie here, Nomadic Rev. Welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I would just share a little bit about my perspective on life, kind of a rambling video. I like to do some of these now and then here on the channel. So let me just say that the last video I posted, I shared about a large house near where I was parked. And apparently I made some controversial comments because I had talked about the lack of freedom. And so I wanted to talk about that today because actually it's kind of related to why I started this channel in the first place. So for me personally, I have always been just kind of almost paycheck to paycheck employee. And so sometimes I'd have a little extra money, maybe from a tax return or a refund, I should say, or maybe, I'd sell something and have a little extra money. But for the most part, I am like most other Americans, and I have just struggled paycheck to paycheck. And several years ago, one of the things that I realized was that I did not want to be dependent on one source of income. I did not want to be at the mercy of one paycheck. And so I started to explore other ways of generating revenue. And for me, this was back in 2013, online digital marketing, the gist of it being affiliate marketing, was a means of helping generate some extra income. In fact, it's helped our family out in several different situations, quite honestly, where we had a large expense that wasn't expected. Now, by no means am I like these people on Instagram who are, pretending like they're getting rich online. People who tell you that you can, get rich quick online are most likely not being honest with you. Let's just be real. And so since then, since 2013, I have continued to look for opportunities to generate extra income. And the reason that I did that was I started reading a lot of literature by authors, and I'm not even going to say who, because it seems like on YouTube, if you start saying certain things, people love to jump in the comments and create controversy. But I started to educate myself. I started to read people who were teaching me things, quite honestly, I had never learned before. And one of the ways that I did that was on road trips. I would go on long road trips, and I would, listen to books through my headphones rather than, some just listen to music or, talk radio or whatever the case may be. I looked for ways to start to educate myself on things that the school system never taught me. And one of the things that I've come to realize is that most of us are not prepared for what's happening right now in our country, because we have been fed, in my opinion, and I hope it's still okay to share your opinion online. My opinion is we've been fed a bill of goods. We have been basically marketed to go into more and more debt. And so over the last several years, I have been trying to keep my debt at a minimum. I have been trying to multiply my income, and I am no longer going to go with the flow, so to speak, the pack, if you will, because most of the people who are stuck in the rat race have been miseducated. And so for me personally, I came to the conclusion and the realization that I didn't want to go down the path that everybody else tells me. Now, here's what you have to understand. To this day, when I say certain things like I did in the last video, it conjures up controversy. And I'm not sure why, but what I will tell you is that this whole pandemic that we're living through right now is going to alter not the next several months, but the next several years of how people live. And I am so thankful. And I'm not saying this to be arrogant. I hope it doesn't come off as being arrogant, because that's not my point. But I am so thankful that I started listening to the right people, let's put it that way, and ignoring what marketers and modern day people tell us. And so and I don't think I really have to, you know, explain myself to people. If you feel like you have to explain yourself to people and why you do what you do, then to me that means that you have a level of insecurity in some way, shape, or form. So I just want you to know that this is what this channel is about. It's about my pursuit of living differently. And yes, I have acknowledged, and I've said it before, I don't live in my van. But I also don't own the house that I live in. And I don't know if I'll own real estate. I'd love to own real estate someday, quite honestly, because I'd like to use it as a means of generating income, extra income. But if you're, you're thinking, wow, this guy, not sure what to think about him, by all means, feel free to tell me what you think in the comments below. But for me, I don't want to live like most of the people today who are, I don't know if you know this or not, but household debt is at an all-time high. It's multiple trillions of dollars. So when you're out driving around and you see people in a nice car, or you see people in a nice boat, or you see people on a nice motorcycle, or if you see people in a nice camper, I can almost guarantee you the only reason they have it is because of debt. I can almost guarantee you, not 100%, but there's a high probability they didn't pay cash. And look where that's gotten us as a society and a culture. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.